Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. I thought I'd make a video update on what live arena and how I'm actually grinding live arena at this point. Well, if you guys don't know, live arena when it first got out, I was really positive about it. I was climbing up, doing multiple refreshes every day, and this part of the game, I think you shouldn't focus that heavily. You shouldn't be doing all those refreshes. The majority of players should be doing something else. They should be just doing maybe their free refresh, which is this one after 5 fights a day at most, and not even spending the 10 gems, then the increasing cost of 30 gems, 50 gems, 70 gems, 100 gems per fight. That is insane. That's for the top players out here, running at the 6.6k points, which is crazy. I don't know why he's grinding it so much. I think he just wants to be number one. Live arena is a necessary evil, guys, in the game. I think we all feel it. Even the newer guys out there who might completely ignore it, they'll feel it once they start seeing their stat requirements in focusing something like, let's say, dungeons, right? You realize, oh man, I wish I had 10 extra accuracy, 20 extra accuracy. Then you'll think, oh, the affinity bonuses, this takes so long to grind, but the area bonuses, this is fresh, I can grind it if I do live arena. But I hate live arena. It takes so much time, which it does. Totally agree with that, guys. And I'm doing this full time, right? I play raid and do videos on raid. So I can't imagine a person who is at work and then live arena pops up. What is he gonna do? Stop working to play live arena? No, he's got other shit to do, right? So I don't understand why live arena it is how it is, but we'll have to endure it until Platinum takes the step forward and says, okay, we understand this sucks. We'll be reducing time spent in, let's say, the clan boss, which they are actively doing and going to be out very soon, as they've mentioned. And hopefully in the future, they'll reduce the time spent in other areas as well, which is something they need to do. They slowly put out this quality of life improvements, but it should be at a faster pace. Just add more quality of life improvements to help us with time management so we can enjoy things that we can utilize our champions in. And one of them is the live arenas. And then they'll add the live arena points for CBCs, which is also interesting. And what I want to see is I want to see raid be a game where PvP is one of the focuses and is one of the major talking points about raid, that you can accumulate all these champions. There's a ton of PvE things to do and content, but there's also PvP where there's a good matchmaking system. And I'm not talking about all of this. I'm talking about the lower tiers as well, where players with similar kind of champions and gear can fight each other and feel that they're not overwhelmed by whales. Okay, there is always going to be the problem of, oh, my win rate is not high. But in PvP, guys, your win rate should be somewhere here, 50 to 60%. Mine is 65%, but I think it's just because of the sheer amount of battles that I have done so far. 650, which is a lot if you think about it, because I was doing refreshes when this was out. I haven't done so many refreshes in a while. If you see my points here, they are very low. I should be around the 2,700 mark, honestly, because I'm in tier 4 right now. So I think I can find players in 1800s and maybe and I cannot find players in the 2700s. So right now live arena is a necessary evil, as I said at the start. Necessary evil. What I do is I go in there with my best champions. I've found 5 champions that really work for me based on my account and work based on what the enemies have. And honestly, because of taking some time off, I'm finding some easier fights than usual. I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I'm not trying to fight weaker opponents, but because I think other players might be fighting more and more fights than me, they climb up sooner. Even with a 51% win rate, they'll climb up sooner than me. They'll win 5 and lose 2 on the loss. So they'll have a net benefit most of the time. So I'll eventually find people with comparable champions as me, and what I usually have is I usually have better gear than most, who might have better champions than me, like like a Taraz, but I'll usually have better gear. I'm not saying I have the best gear, but because of my account is so old, it's 4-year-old account at least, right? I have a lot of glyphs on all my gear, which are comparatively better than an average player who might start and not be even level 100. So his glyphs will be at a much weaker point than me, and I've farmed way more tournaments than him. Now, not that that means anything, but it means that on average, I should have a little bit better gear than him. So for this team, what I'm afraid here, this guy is a bomb champion. He's got the CP2. He'll have the boost with the Arbiter. This is what I'm fearing right here. He's probably going to be banning my CP. So what I want to do is ban his... Probably I'll ban his Arbiter. And we'll see how this goes. Yeah, he banned my CP. So he banned it because of the block debuffs buff, because that would have locked out his bombs. So we'll see how this goes. Having Live Arena be a big part of the game, I think, is the way to go. We need something in the future, like a clash of the clans, but not Hydra or CVC like we have right now. We need PvP clash, like 30 defenses of the enemy clan versus our 30 defenses, and we fight the enemy clan. So let's say me, coldbrew, I'll pick one of the 30 enemy clan members and I'll attack him. And if I win, my clan gets 1 win and they'll have 1 loss. And if they attack my defense and they win, they'll have 1 win and we'll have 1 loss. And all of this will be tallied up together. And tallied is the right word? Yeah. And we'll be able to say, okay, our clan won because we won more than them and we lost way less. So this is how we do PvP. I think this would be an amazing addition to Raid. In terms of PvP, we'll make a lot of content. If we ever had friendly battles and stuff like that, again, it would add a lot of content. And live arenas at the moment, they're just a necessary evil because you need those bonuses. Because for me, I'm trying to boost up my Fire Knight team to the best possible, and then I'll focus on my Hydra team because eventually we'll get the Hydra clash. So these are the 2 areas that I'm focusing on. So this guy, once I killed his reviver and his damage dealer, he thought, oh, I cannot win, so he left. So overall, like today, I did a lot more fights than I usually do. I think I did 15 fights, but I wanted to also make this as a video, so that's why I did the 10 gem refresh. And that's it for today. I probably won't play as much tomorrow. And what I'm focusing on right now is just doing whatever kind of events we have right now. I'm seeing a lot of positives lately from Raid. I think they need to think of the game more as something that is sustainable. So not just milking the players, which they are. Don't think they'll stop milking the players, but I think they want to be keeping the players while they're milking them, not making them go away. So the championship tournament here for a Kaimar, this was totally unexpected. And if these 2 guys think that this is the end, like 10,000 points, somebody right here might be waiting out at 500 points with 1,000 shards, and they're like, yeah, you think you're gonna win? I'll pull them the last 30 minutes of the 3 days, 11 hours that are left. So this is insane. This will end on Monday. So there'll be packs over the weekends, and it will force them to think, oh, I need to buy packs to stay above board and compete for the #1. While the other guy who's waiting, he's also buying the packs which are popping up everywhere. Even the mini mix pack. Look at that, 1 void for $3 plus all of this. Yeah, that's value. So they'll probably be buying hundreds of dollars worth of packs to go for that. So don't think they won't be milking us, but stuff like this, the Path of Vengeance, this for more veteran players who have lots of silver saved up, this was very doable. And Artak, being a champion we had already, made it feel like it's a very attainable 5-star awakening. And Artak has proven his worth, not just for the spider. There's Artak teams for the ice golem. He can be used for well, not Fire Knight, but for dragon. He's great in the hydras. So I think this is a very nice way. And for me, I've done all of this with not a crazy amount of energy. It was a lot of silver though. That's where you get most of the points. From silver, I had some soul stones, but nothing too crazy. And that's what I went with. But this, again, was another thing that I did not expect, like a 5-star awakening provided to the players. And not that expensive, because it's not a strictly 5-star. You could get a 4-star and then just stop. You could get a 3-star and then just stop. But the 3-star is not that expensive, and it still gives you an okay benefit to your account, especially just the 2-star. If you want to go for brimstone plus the, let's say, 5,000 HP bonus for Artak, then that's huge. So yeah, I think live arenas is something that should be in Plarium's mind next, in terms of changing things up for the better. Some time management here. I don't know how they would do it to make fights more impactful. Maybe give us more crests instead of turning the time down for the fights, giving us more crests so these are more easily attainable. Might make more of the players be interested in these. But again, there's so many things in Raid right now that we have to focus on, that players just feel like live arena is the last thing on their mind. Anyway, guys, this was the video. I just wanted to show you guys my live arena progress, talk a little bit about how everything is going on, what I have in my mind in terms of the game. I think the game is not going away anytime soon. They're making too much money to turn it away. It's like their guaranteed income. Like, we have stuff like this, the Great Void, which will come in the future. They've already mentioned other types of content that is coming. We don't even know. They might be hiding something like more Doom Tower. Who knows? I doubt that they'll bring in more arenas here for PvP, but they'll do more for clan v clan stuff, I think. And hopefully one of them is the PvP thing that I mentioned, like proper PvP clan versus clan. Anyway, guys, this was the video. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down in the comments what you want to see in the future in terms of a video, what you want to cover, maybe a guide for a champion, a guide for a dungeon with specific champions. I'll try to get that done. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.